back tires up there. That's all we got. How did that happen? All right, so we spent our whole week in Moab. It was a lot of fun, but we got some things we gotta do. We got a broken Bronx Star, but we don't have a broken limo. So we're gonna back the limo off, get the Bronx Star off, and we gotta go do some repairs. So let's get inside. So while we were in Moab, the old Bronx Star just had way too much torque and it blew out the female end of the output shaft on the transfer case. Show you, Hillbilly's got himself a spare from his house because he keeps spare parts at his house. So this is the transfer case we're gonna use. This is what exploded. So changing this out will get the Bronx Star back in action for us. So he's gonna pull the rear drive shaft, get that transfer case dropped down, and then we gotta do a few things on the ground because we love working on the floor.
I do.
I do too, actually. Cool thing about these joints is they're fully rebuildable. So they've got the ball in here. They've got a lower rubber, an upper rubber, and it goes right down inside this sleeve. So this is a forged or a cast. I think it's a cast, and it's got a washer. But here's what slipped out. So that clip, I don't know why, it just didn't work. This is kind of messed up. We might need to get a new one.
Well, it worked until it didn't. Once you put it in that groove, it should be fine.
I'll try to get it in the groove. So you can't really push this in. I'm gonna use my ball joint press, and I'm gonna actually just press this ring down to where I can get that C-clip in. So it doesn't have to go much. I'm just gonna impact it because I'm lazy. I'm just compressing it all the way down to where I can get this ring. I gotta put the ring on first. Thought I could slide it in. Okay, so I've got it compressed down far enough that I can get the snap ring in, hopefully. Wow. So I want to make sure this is set. And indeed, it is. All right, we got her set. We got her dialed. All right, I don't even know how that C-clip came out, but it did. So we've got it back in. Now we can get this link reinstalled and get that transfer case out. Oh, you gotta slide it in. All right, we've got the link back in. It's got to get tightened up now, and it'll be all fixed. So the whole reason we're doing this is the old Bronx Star needs to redeem itself because it wasn't able to shine like the true star that it is. Hillbilly has brought it to my attention that the Bronx Star did not fail him. He was able to drive it out on his own power, and now he wants to go do something fun with it. So we're gonna get a transfer case in this so we can get four-wheel drive so we can drive it over a car. And that's that.
I mean, what kind of engine do you want in this?
I wish I could get a 5.0 Coyote, but that's a pretty penny.
If you were smart, you would have let him put an LS in it, and then you could have just sold the LS and took it out.
No.
He says no. I think that would have been a pretty awesome idea because everybody would buy the engine and he could have made money, and then he could have got himself a 5.0 Coyote or whatever he thinks he wants.
Even selling an LS, I wouldn't be able to buy a Coyote.
How do you know? Did you try it?
Because there are two Coyotes like $15,000.
How much is the LS in my derby car?
Like 10,000.
Oh, okay.
It's moving.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
There's no way. Oh, got it. Okay, wiggle,
What
wiggle.
are you doing?
We've got some really, really super high strength glue, RTV, and it is so tight we cannot get it out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Here, it's going, it's going, it's going. Ah! Like all my mighty might. I feel like it's gonna hit me in the face. Whoa, got it. And that's how you do it. I may not be good for much. I'm good for that. That's the cutest little transfer case. All right, so we're just putting this next to each other for comparisons to show you. See that little thingy? This is what blew up. Right here. It imploded. Now what we need to do is transfer over the yokes. We're gonna take this yoke out, change it with the flat yoke, and put this one back in.
It's gonna break your ratchet.
Break it. Warranted. That's got some flat stuff. I
think it just popped off.
Let's heat it. You want to heat until it melts. That way it'll come apart. There you go. You're on. Hurry, hurry. This is highly precise work that only professionals can do. Yay! Can you say successful? Okay. No way, heck no. What have we learned here today? When in doubt, use heat.
Helps everything.
You don't always need heat, but it helps. It does help. We're about back in business. We got the yoke flange changed. Oh. We've got the speedo cable cut off because, you know, just like a heater, we don't need a speedo. That's gooey.
Oh.
I don't think you have big enough pliers. Got it! You want to know why we have all these sweet, sweet Stanleys in the shop? You hear that? That's 2-day-old drink. Mmm. Crispy. And still cold. And it matches our car. So it makes the drink taste better. All right, we've got the yoke changed. We're getting this transfer case put back in. Hillbilly wants to build a sleeve to fit over that. So what we've done, he's cut open a pipe. We're just gonna weld the seam up and then just basically pound it on so it just holds a little bit of pressure. So it doesn't wanna just implode. It's forward or nothing. And we don't like nothing. All right, so this has some big stupid air the other transfer case didn't have. So we're gonna cut it off. When in doubt, grab the saws off. Perfect. Look at that, we got room to spare. These 1970s vintage goggles worked really well. I don't know if we told you guys or not, but we're so excited. We're gonna run a car over.
You decide the limo's running it over too?
The limo's definitely gonna try it out.
Tightening up the transfer case. Now I need to grab a socket because I'm not doing the rest of them by hand.
So you make the decision, Hillbilly. You want me to weld that or no?
No.
Good.
Because if it breaks again, then that means I have to change the motor.
We can just have to take the limo on recoveries.
That would be cool. Hey, so if anybody gets stuck in the Sanpete County or surrounding areas and you want to get pulled out by a limo, call us. Call the shop. Drop us a comment. Email us. Who would like to see recoveries with a 4-wheel drive limo?
Could you get them out in the snow?
Maybe. We haven't tried. When the snow goes away, the mud's coming out.
We got a Toyota.
A Tracker.
Trucker.
Yeah, the Tracker's gonna be the support vehicle for the limousine.
Should we have took a wire wheel inside that?
I don't know. Oh, it won't come out. It's stuck. Hillbilly, you're gonna have to get it out. Well, I've pushed it in, and now it won't come out. While Hillbilly's getting that stuff, I'm gonna show you guys something. You might notice that magically the shop got semi-organized. So we've moved all the toolboxes over there into Tool City. We've freed up all this real estate. Nutandboltsupply.com is sending us the Mac Daddy. And it's gonna go right here against the wall. We're gonna have like 35,000 bolts and nuts. The Mac Daddy extra large fastener assortment, 35,000 plus, boom! 35,000 plus pieces available in the automotive, industrial, and farm editions. And we got the automotive plus. More stuff. What are you doing?
The wire wheel's stuck inside now.
Stuck inside where?
Inside there.
This is what happens when you let kids do your job. Now come over here, I'm gonna show you this. All right, welcome to Tool City. So we have organized all our toolboxes back here in the corner because this is already just a clutter fest. So we've got all our toolboxes, got our lift table, and now we have all the room over there in real estate for our Mac Daddy from Nut and Bolt Supply.
Wow.
Ew. Tell me if it's gooey.
Wait, is the wire wheel out?
Yeah, it was magnetic. It wasn't stuck in there, it broke.
All right, so the cool thing about Nut and Bolt Supply is you guys reached out to them. You guys dropped comments. You guys said, hey, you gotta look up Robby Layton. He needs a Nut and Bolt Supply bin. So they actually reached out to me. We made a deal, super freaking awesome, and I cannot wait to have that bolt bin here. I'm really weird, but I absolutely love nuts and bolts. And now I don't have to go to the hardware store and clean out every hardware store in town because I'll have my own hardware store right here. So thank you guys. Thanks for looking out. Thanks for reaching out. Thanks for making this dream a reality. Did it go in?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get the wire wheel out?
It wasn't stuck.
Oh, it wasn't?
It just broke off.
It wasn't stuck. It was just broke off inside there and you couldn't get it out.
Magnet.
You know, Hillbilly, you're really starting to come around. You're really starting to be a team player. Thank you.
You're really showing me a team player. Thank you.
Well, what the heck?
The wheel's not supposed to move?
Watch that upper U-joint, or that upper joint.
Yeah, that'd be why.
See if you can get that.
That and there's probably maybe this much still in.
What's that?
Come look. It's like barely in there. That's why it exploded.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, we could lengthen it because this is just 2-inch DOM. Oh my gosh. No,
Yeah,
that's why it
barely
broke.
in there. Maybe put some bump stops before the full drew.
Let's go down and let's just look at it.
That ride height?
Yeah. Well, can't I move? Cheap and right, kids. We might have figured out what's going on. I think I may have measured the front drive shaft wrong. So, problem is we've only got about that much splines actually in the transfer case.
Hey, could we lengthen the top arms and it would roll it to make it where it slides the driveline in more?
We could adjust them all the way back.
Just the bottom one's all the way in and the top one's out a little bit, so that way it makes it roll.
No, we don't want it to roll. We want the whole axle to come back. So you'd have to move every one of them all the way back.
Maybe that's why that side didn't go down very well.
Yeah, probably. That's only out a 1/2 inch now. I think for now, until we put a non-baby motor in it, it'll be fine. So after assessing, we've determined that it's not a problem. We're just gonna leave it because this is all gonna get taken out anyways.
It's fine.
All right, we're gonna get this backed out because we have some fun adventures planned with this and the limousine. There's a hill across the street. Well, there's actually like a mountain at a construction site. So we're gonna go see if we can climb it with the old lamo. Keep going! More! The lamo made it up the mountain, so the Bronx car's got to try it now. Seatbelt on? I got it okay. Okay. Something dumb's about to happen.
I think I have a gearbox getting ready to go out on me. Yeah, I can hear it whining. When it does turn, I have to rev it up. So I'm thinking
Probably a pump.
pump.
All right, well, take it back before we break it. We got a car to run over.
So the four-wheel drive shifter has kind of a jog in it. So it went out, down, and then like back in. There's nothing that was going to hit. I needed to lengthen it by about a 1/2 inch, and bending this straight gave me that 1/2 inch, and now it's actually going to ride on the plastic bushing that's supposed to ride right here. That my old the transfer case we just pulled out didn't have that plastic bushing because it's wore out. Now that it's straight, I'm going to go put it in and see if it lines up and everything's, if it's going to be long enough, or if I have to cut it and extend it a little bit.
Well, sometimes we all mess up. We're not all perfect. It's just when they mess up, it hurts a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it finished. Got to shift to make sure. There's 4 high, neutral, 4 low, neutral, 4 high, 2 high.
So it works?
Yep, now I'm just going to pull underneath and make sure that it's not bound up anywhere. So I'd extend the shifter fork about that much. So I just got 2 pieces of tabs that are a little longer than that, welded them onto the existing fork to extend the fork. Now it grabs, it doesn't slip off like it was. So now it's all fixed.
Exactly what he said. So here's the deal.
So that means he has 4-wheel drive.
That means he has 4-wheel drive.
Okay.
So what that really means is we've already drove up the mountain. Now we need to drive over a car. You up for it?
Oh yeah.
Let's go drive the limo over a car, and then we'll see if the old Bronx Star can drive over it.
Why not the Bronx Star first? Limo's going to crush it. It weighs a lot more than I do.
All right, we'll let the Bronx Star go first because we don't want to put it to shame.
No, we just don't want to smash it to where it's nothing.
So the only thing good about this car is it's got a yellow top Optima in it. So if it's still in there, I want it out. All right, we're gonna see what this thing does. Don't roll it. Bronx Star, meet Toyota Camry. All you got.
How is it up there?
Not bad.
I think that's all she wrote. He's trying to push the windshield in. We better just try it with the limo. Don't worry, Lincoln's just helping me back up. He won't actually be in the ride when I'm doing crazy stuff. Bronx started the best it could. We'll see what the limo will do. Don't let me roll. Gotta push it that way. Keep back tires up, bro. That's all we got. All right, so that's pretty much all she wrote. I'm gonna back down the alley, and we're gonna try to run over the front end at least.
Looks good. We're pushing the radiator out the bottom.
You can't park there.
How did that happen? Who parked me there? Yeah, at
Who
least
parked
it did
the
it.
car in the way?
Yeah, who parked their car in my way? We high marked the car. So basically, we've checked the capabilities of the Laymo and the Bronx Star. And the Laymo's got the wheelbase to do what we need it to do. But that's about as much as it's got before the back wheel started to come off the ground. So we're calling that a win. That was dumb. That's enough monkeying around tonight. It's time to go home, get some sleep, because tomorrow we're working on a derby car. It is tomorrow. It is the next day, and right behind me, we have the very, very, very expensive Toyota Jeep thingy. And we're gonna push it out of here. Because guess what? We're working on a demolition derby car.
So if it's a Toyota Jeep thing, isn't that called a Yeep?
Yeah, we're working on a Yeep. We're gonna get the Yeep out of here.
We should call it the Yeep.
Yeah,
That's the name for it.
yeah, it's gonna get called the Yeep. Really difficult.
Whoa, shoot.
Don't fall. Do not fall.
Oh,
I'm gonna get run over. This is how you drive a Jeep with no engine.
wow.
Flintstone style. I'm gonna pass out. Okay, so now that we've got the Jeep frame out, the Yeep frame, we need to get the Durfee car in. What you see here, it's a 2018 Chevrolet LS 6.0 liter with L96 heads, and this bad boy is going in that Jeep frame right there, mated to an awesome transmission and an Atlas transfer case and all the good stuff. Hillbilly is gonna go get the skid loader. We're gonna get the derby car in there. We're gonna unload the motor, and then we're gonna explain to you what this sweet girl is. Well, we might need a wiring harness. We'll take it inside and blow it all out, try to dry it. You know what time it is? Derby season! Ow, that one hurt. Derby season! It is Derby season! Not quite. We're actually starting a little bit early. This right here, 1974 Chevy Impala glass house. It is so pretty. Let me just explain what happened. Okay, so Matt got called out by a show called Gladiators of Steel. A bunch of our friends, the Demolition Derby, and they're doing a TV show on it. They said, hey, Matt's Off-Road Recovery, put your 4 best team members together, and let's go head to head, 4 on 4. Naturally, he called Paul Cox. Fab Rats is probably one of the hardest hitting drivers, aside from myself, that I know personally. Obviously.
Me?
What?
I'm one of the harder hits. Stand still, let's see.
I've never seen you derby.
I mean, in a derby car. I would never want to get pummeled by that. but I could pummel you in a derby car. Naturally, Paul's in. He's joining the team. The next phone call was to yours truly, Robby Layton.
I'm asking you if you want in.
Well, if Gumby's driving, and this is the one and only opportunity I get to hit him, I'm in.
So Matt asked me to be on his team, and of course, why would I not want to be in a derby car with Matt, with Paul, and after me, he called Rudy. Here we have 2 secret weapons. I'm not talking about me and Paul, I'm talking about Rudy and Matt. So they're gonna be low and slow, and they're gonna be strategic. Now me and Paul, we're gonna be like bulls in a china shop. So we're gonna come out of the gate, and we're just gonna be going crazy. Feast your eyes on the prize. We're gonna be pulling in our Buick, and we're gonna be putting my 6.0 LS, 685 horsepower, demolition derby built engine in this car. Because Hillbilly knows how much I love my LS engines. We're gonna be stripping the Buick, we're gonna be putting it all into the Impala. That's for another video. As always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.